Hello my dear friends, I am Dr. Sahil here. I'm going to introduce Dr. Baghel, Dean Faculty of NDVSU. Dear friends, Dr. Baghel is having more than 42 years of experience in teaching, research and extension. He has also wrote book in human nutrition. He also taught for more than 10 years to MPhil, home science students, and he also guided 25 MPhil students for the research work in human nutrition and child development. Now, I request Dr. Baghel to give scientific talk on vitamin A in human beings.
Thanks, Dr. Sahil. Dear friends, today I am going to discuss vitamin A and its role in human health. Vitamin A is chemically retinol. It is the most important vitamin as regards the human health is concerned. It does not occur in the plants. Vitamin A, it is mostly present in the animal products. It can be synthesized from the plant material. They are the carotenoids. Thus this vitamin A can be available from the retinoids. They are vitamin A and vitamin A2 in terms of retinol, retinaldehyde and retinoic acid. The most active form and the most usually found in the mammalian tissue, it is the all-trans vitamin A. Vitamin A2, it is similar to vitamin A1, slight difference in the chemical structure. Vitamin A2 is mostly found in the marine liver fish oil, and out of the total vitamin present in the marine liver fish oil, about less than 10% is in the form of vitamin A2. As regards its potency, the potency of vitamin A2 is only 40 to 50% of vitamin A. As regards the carotenoids, from which the vitamin A can be synthesized in the body, the most important provitamin A are carotenoids and tryptophan. The carotenoids are mostly different carotenes. The most important one is beta carotene and other is alpha and gamma. There are many carotenes, but only these three, alpha, beta and gamma, has biological activity for vitamin A. Out of these carotenes, beta carotene is most important. As compared to beta carotene, alpha carotene has only 25% biological activity and gamma only 14%, while the tryptophan has 29% activity in comparison to beta carotene. The unit of vitamin A expressed internationally, it is equivalent to 1 unit is equivalent to 0.3 microgram of retinol, and usually 1 microgram of retinol is equivalent to 6 microgram of beta carotene. As already I told regarding sources, the richest source of vitamin A, it is the fish liver oil. Salt liver fish oil, very rich source, 90 milligram of vitamin A per gram. Similarly, cod fish liver oil, also very good source, but here 2.4 milligram vitamin A per gram of fish liver oil. Other rich sources they can be, or they are liver from different animal sources, sheep and goat, hen. Hen liver is richer in vitamin than sheep and goat. Their vitamin A value is around 60 to 100 microgram per gram. Other good sources from animal are butter, cheese, egg yolk. They contain around 6 to 7 microgram of vitamin A per gram. As regards the source of beta carotene, the good sources are orange, tomato, mint leaves, and various green vegetables. They have around 20 to 70 microgram of beta carotene per gram as compared to about 4 to 5 microgram of vitamin A. However, the richest source of beta carotene is in the coriander leaf, most commonly used by us, in the curry leaf, in the drumstick leaves. It contains around 90 microgram of beta carotene, equivalent to 10 microgram of vitamin A per gram. Now, from these different sources, when beta carotene, vitamin A is ingested through diet, in the intestine it is digested and absorbed through lymphatic circulation and is stored in the liver. Mostly beta carotene, it is absorbed from the intestine, digested in the intestine, absorbed, and conversion into vitamin A from beta carotene. It requires two important enzymes. One is beta carotene 15,15 dioxygenase. The role of this enzyme is to convert, to cleave the beta carotene into vitamin A. It is taking place mostly in the intestinal mucosa. And the second important enzyme is the retinaldehyde reductase. The role of this enzyme is to convert retinaldehyde into retinol. These vitamin A which are ingested through diet are converted from beta carotene. They are stored in the liver, and more than 90% of the vitamin A is stored in the liver, and remainder is present in the kidney and some other organs, and in some quantity in the blood. Now, as regards the requirement of vitamin A, we must realize in case of children up to 6 months, only vitamin A is required. It is daily around 400 microgram as per the dietary allowances from ICMR. In case of children above 6 months of age, up to 9 years, requirement is around 300 to 400 microgram daily. While in case of young, above 9 years, adolescents, adults, requirement is 750 microgram daily. The requirement of vitamin A is maximum in case of nursing mothers. It is just double, around 1150 microgram daily. If we see the requirement of beta carotene, it is around 4 to 6 times more than the vitamin A requirement. So, by different sources, we should try to consume sufficient quantity of vitamin A and beta carotene. Vitamin A, as I have told, it is very important for the body. It has very important function. It supports vision, the growth, the health, and the life of the human being. For the vision, it is very important in sense it is important, required for the integrity of the visual cells and their normal regeneration. Both are important for vision. In the retina of the eye, there are two types of cells, rod cells and cone cells. Rod cells are required for the dim light vision. They contain the pigment rhodopsin. Similarly, cone cells, they are responsible for the color vision and they have pigments, synopsin, adopsin and perforopsin. All these pigments, they have two components. One part is vitamin A, that is retinol, and other portion is opsin. Now, when the light falls on the retina, then because of the photochemical changes in the rhodopsin or other pigments, they are hydrolyzed, they are broken down, and rhodopsin, it is broken down to retinol plus opsin because of exposure to light. The retinol in the rhodopsin is in the form of cis retinol that is converted into 11 trans retinol, and during this process energy is generated which stimulates to the optic nerve, and that nerve is stimulated and that gives message to the central nervous system. As a result, vision is available. Now this all trans retinol is automatically isomerized with the help of enzyme retinal isomerase in the retina, that is converted to 11 cis retinol, and then 11 cis retinol is available for combining with the protein opsin and formation of pigments rhodopsin, which are continuously utilized, broken down, and vision is available. Now what happens when there is deficiency of vitamin A? The formation of these pigments will not be sufficient as per the requirement, and because of the lack of formation of these pigments, there will be a problem of vision, and that is mostly called as night blindness, color blindness. So for all these deficiency diseases, it is better that vitamin A should be made available through the diet. Second important function of vitamin A is to maintain the health of normal epithelium. Epithelium is very important. It is the lining of the internal lining of the various organs, various systems, even in the retina. So vitamin A maintains the health of the epithelium. And these epithelium, they are the protective lining of the various organs, various systems like digestive system, respiratory system, genital system, urinary system, skin, eye. So if the health of the epithelium is not maintained, it will lead to various disease conditions. Now how the health is maintained with the help of vitamin A of these epithelium? Vitamin A is required for synthesis of mucopolysaccharides, and these mucopolysaccharides are required for synthesis of mucin, which is a nourishment which nurses to the epithelial cells. Secondly, vitamin A is also required for synthesis of another mucopolysaccharide, that is chondroitin sulfate, that is required again for the formation of cartilages. Thirdly, vitamin A is also very important to maintain the strength of the cellular membrane, because it helps in the biosynthesis of glycoprotein, and these glycoproteins, they are the constituent of the membranes, and thus it maintains or it can alter the permeability of lipoprotein membranes, and through this vitamin is responsible to give the stability to the membranes. So it is very important to maintain the cell membrane, very important for the vision, very important for the growth, very important for the bone formation. Now in case of deficiency of vitamin A, besides vision, there may be xerophthalmia, means xerosis of the eye. Xerosis, that is keratinization or drying up of the epithelium. And in case of advanced stage of pregnancy, advanced stage of deficiency, the cornea and conjunctiva, they become dry. There is cloudiness and ulceration, and finally leads to blindness. In case of children, many times you can observe the triangular smoky appearance spot underlying the conjunctiva, and that is because of the accumulation of white blocks underlying the conjunctiva, that is because of accumulation of squamous epithelium, keratinized epithelium, and that gives smoky appearance. Then there can be corneal xerosis, that is drying of the cornea. There may be ulceration of the cornea. There can be corneal vascularization, another condition. Although vascularization cannot be seen from the naked eye, but in these conditions, there is burning sensation to the eye in the patient. There is lacrimation condition, and these persons, they suffer from photophobia. Then in case of other extreme deficiency conditions, there will be keratobalacia, that is the softening and dissolution of the cornea. And there can be corneal scar also, some condition में, because there are white opaque patches on the cornea, and these are because of healing of the older ulcers. In the skin, there is drying of the skin, and many times the keratinization epithelium, it blocks the sebaceous gland, and that condition is called as follicular keratosis. Then another condition of xeroderma, that is the dryness of the skin, complete skin. Then instead of normal, smooth, moist and velvet texture of skin, it becomes dry and often rough. And in the leg, we can get cloudy, briny, dandruff that gives very ugly appearance. The bone development, for formation of bone, for formation of cartilage, chondroitin sulfate is very, very important, and its synthesis is regulated by vitamin A. Secondly, the vitamin A also regulates the activity of the osteoclast cell. The osteoblast cell, they are the bone building cells, but if they are not checked, then they will multiply and multiply, and there will be abnormal growth. So osteoclast cell, under the control of vitamin A, they override the osteoblast cell. As a result, there is normal bone formation. In case of deficiency, due to lack of osteoclast cells, there will be abnormality in the shape of bone, abnormality in the size of the bone, and there will be a normal size of the different foramens. And the most important are optic foramen and auditory foramen. The foramen through which the optic nerve passes, if it is misshapen, then it gives a lot of pressure, causing degeneration of the optic nerve. Similarly, degeneration of the auditory nerve, responsible for lack of vision due to degeneration of optic nerve, and lack of hearing due to degeneration of auditory nerves. And thirdly, there is increase in the cerebrospinal fluid pressure because of misformation, malformation of bones, and that is responsible for lack of coordination and many times paralysis. Vitamin A deficiency also affects on the reproduction. There is sterility we can observe in case of male as well as female, and the main reason is failure to maintain the healthy germinal epithelium. They are responsible for reproductive efficiency, but when vitamin A is deficient, germinal epithelium, either in case of male or female, they are damaged, so it gives poor reproductive efficiency. In case of males, testicle size reduces and there is small sperm formation, their number reduces and they are abnormal in size. Similarly, in case of females, there is lack of ovulation. So in both the case, the reproductive efficiency reduces because of lack of vitamin A. There can be pigmentation of the cornea, that is called as hypercarotenemia, because of consumption of very large amount of carotene for long period of time, and that gives yellow color to the cornea. But this condition is reversible, and once the consumption of carotenes will reduce, the color will become normal. So dear friends, vitamin A plays very important role for human health, and we should try to consume regularly such type of products which are rich in either vitamin A or carotene. Thank you very much.